The possibility of a double-dip recession is now more likely to occur, according to economists, as the current unemployment rate continues to rise and federal debt persists. All-you-can-eat restaurants are becoming the latest fad. These trendy eating spots offer a wide variety of food at a fixed price. While people are spending money on unlimited food, they may also be doubling or even tripling their calorie intake. If you're wanting to book a vacation this holiday season, it may cost you more. Airfares are still below last year's levels, but they are rising fast. So if you're planning on booking a holiday within the next couple of weeks, book now or expect to pay more later.
Nix's Law was finally signed into law today to crack down on repeat drunk drivers. Alex is live on the scene. Alex?
Andy, Chris Latter's parents said it was a phone call that no parent wants to get, hearing that their son was hit and killed by a drunk driver. They've been fighting tirelessly ever since to get stricter DUI laws passed, and today that battle was won, but it came with a lot of compromise. I'm Alexandra, back to you, Andy.
The bill will impose stricter penalties for drunk drivers with multiple convictions.
Good evening, I'm Alexandra Hill. In today's top news, mental health experts are still trying to determine whether Elizabeth McCain should be held responsible for killing her husband of 17 years. Andy is at the scene with the latest. Andy?
I'm outside the courthouse where the McCain trial is underway. Dr. Paul Johnson has just taken the stand.
Thanks, Andy. Since Coca-Cola introduced its mini cans of soda, many soda drinkers are using the 90-calorie drink to help manage their calorie intake. The cans are sold in a package of 8 and are available for the brands Coca-Cola, Sprite, Fanta Orange, Cherry Coca-Cola, and Barq's Root Beer. These smaller cans are allowing soda drinkers to be able to indulge in their favorite drinks without the extra calories. Still ahead, honoring military men and women with a boat show. We'll tell you where. Also, no space for a garden? No problem. Jennifer has some gardening tips. And next, the Triple G Index released. The Global Gender Gap Index released by the World Economic Forum found that while women still remain far behind men in the world overall in both economic and political power, the Nordic countries, Iceland, Norway, and Finland, continue to demonstrate the greatest equality between men and women. An Indiana woman accused of killing her husband and burning his body is going to jail. Valeria Plum cut a deal with prosecutors and will spend time behind bars. Plum has maintained she's innocent, calling her husband's death an accident. As suburbs and cities grow, animals that once feared humans are becoming accustomed to living near them. In Boston, Philadelphia, Cincinnati, Chicago, and other big cities, coyotes have become part of the urban surroundings. Little was known about the urban coyote, but the growing population has gotten some residents worried.
I thought I saw what was a dog, but it just so happens that I noticed that it wasn't a dog and it was a coyote. And I ran with as much speed as I could, grabbed my kid, and hopped on top of a car and called the cops. It was the most nervous moment of my life.
The Chicago Police Department is increasingly inundated with complaints about coyotes taking pets and reportedly stalking children. Some doctors tell mothers to give their babies a Tylenol after a routine vaccination to reduce the risk of fever or other side effects. But a new study published in the British medical journal, The Lancet, suggests that may actually reduce the effectiveness of the vaccine. What can New York City do to decrease mob activities? Well, the city has been struggling to deal with the problem for years, and now members of the police department and the mayor are trying to fix it for good. Lindy Johnson took a look at the crime statistics, and you might be surprised by what she found. Art experts have discovered a fingerprint and a handprint on a portrait that was thought to have been created by a 19th century German artist that matches those of Leonardo da Vinci, supporting their belief that it's an unknown work by the legendary figure. If it truly is a Da Vinci, it would be making it the first major work by him to be identified in 100 years.